said quarterback shit when I said I said quarterback shit when I'm under the center. Game plan sick, talking under the weather. You know what we doing? I need that all expense paid inclusive. I'm the plug, so I'm plugged into it. About money like with Jewish white Christmas. I'm Scrooge, bitch. My mood is on cruise ship. If you ain't tuned in, you ain't vibing with my moon man. I move shit like Kerry. I'm the cold truth, Fletcher Reed, Jim Carrey. Everything movie, that mean the price varies. Need that designer cream shit and all Ben and Jerry's. Cream get the money like 36 chambers. Baskin Robbins shit, 31 flavors. Keep it moving, keep it moving.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Everything on me. Yeah, tell him Bogart scot-free. Lottie-dottie, fuck with blow shoot, throwing 5 Molly. Heard I carry weight, move packs like a dolly. And I stay fuming, clock me doing Godspeed. Business booming, back-to-back trips, moving multiple units. Got mules, got universal soldiers, getting money for sure. Yeah, we ain't shrugging shoulders. You think I'm lucky getting over, made it far, cause I'm sharp, fuck a 4-leaf clover. On my 89, minus the flat top. Getting packs off, smoking on the cash crop. Money talk, if you're broke, then you can't talk. Play a never-ending ball game, Sandlot.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Getting money when I land there. Smoking all loud so I can't hear. And if your boys bring the noise, all y'all pussies getting scraped pap smear. Codeine got me leaning, pizza. Put your boy on point, pyramid of Giza. I'ma rock like this till I'm an old geezer. No pizza parlor, but we deliver pizzas. Ask Uncle Sam, I'm taxing. Look, ma, no hands, telepathic. I can make things move, I'm carefully calculated when I make these moves. I run shit, don't let me get loose. I'm all about my ducks, trying not to get goosed. Keep it moving.
Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. Hope everyone had a lovely Thanksgiving and having a great start to their holidays so far. Got their shopping done. Well, welcome to episode 10 of the Chargers Power Hour. Yes. Want to hit that video, JD? Yeah, peacockmerch.com. All right, let me shout out. Make sure to head on to neonpeacockmerch.com. Take full advantage of this Black Friday sale that's going on till December 5th. $12 tees. Make sure to get your mugs, your cups, your t-shirts, all your custom stuff, whatever. Just head on over there. There's not a thing you won't find that you won't like or won't love. There'll be great holiday gifts also. Stocking stuffers, you name it. There's not a thing there you won't find, you won't like. Well, it's bye week. Well, not now. We just had our bye week, but yeah, after that embarrassing loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars. So, but what I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna recap the season. Let me just go through the chat here. Hold on just a second. Let's see. Hey, Emil, what's happening? Yeah. It's good to be back. Yeah, I took a few days off. Much needed. Hey, there, Ginger Ninja Dennis, what's up, buddy? Happy holidays to you. Yeah, I got plenty. I'll bring that all to you tomorrow. What's up, Albert? Marco, what? Good evening. Hey, Matthew Bruner, what's up, buddy? Hey, I know my TCU Horned Frogs are playing your Cincinnati Bearcats. So yeah, but other than that, I'm gonna go over the season, what we've done so far, and put like a synopsis of what's gone on for so far. So I'll give it a wrap until what I think so far. So the 25 season synopsis for me to date would be the Chargers in their second season under head coach Jim Harbaugh. It started strong, but faced challenges this year, particularly with the offensive line injuries and inconsistencies. There's been too much of that. We got a strong start right off to began the season 3-0. What a banger. And it's the first time since 2002 we had a 3-0 start. Building expectations were strong on a strong year, but the inconsistencies for me were kind of like lackluster. Well, following the 3-0 start, the team lost 3 of the next 4 games. And that just started to steamroll. But we got, inconsistencies have been a theme this year with the demoralized. I see an embarrassing offensive line, and then a potential, I would say, derailing unit due to significant injuries, including season-ending injuries to Rashad Slater, Joe Alt, and then take into account you got our first-round pick, Amarian Hampton, who was out for basically half the season almost, 8 games tops. But it's not been fun. Yeah, Matt. Yeah, I'll watch the game later on. Yeah, here goes Butts. What's up, Peacock? Yeah. Oh, Butts. Oh shit. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. We had losses on the year to week 4, 21 the games that we should have won. I felt losses to the 21-18 when we lost to the the Giants. Week 5, Washington, we lost 27-10. Then the Colts game, I thought we would have been more competitive. We lost 38-24. Then we got our asses fucking handed to us, pause, against the Jacks in the last game, and that was disgusting. And 35-6. All those games I thought were winnable, but then again, as I say, every any given Sunday. So what is it? Yeah, you're right, Bogey. Yeah, Harbaugh equals Harbaugh. Yeah. As a 49er fan, you would know that, and But looking at that, but those games that I thought were winnable, no, not really. And then you get this mid-season slump, and it sucks, But I felt, hey, there was key personnel changes and injuries that I really felt derailed a lot of the season, or up until now. I mean, every other team faces injuries. I'm not using it as an excuse. It sucks. Injuries happen in general, but it is what it is. Next man up. But unfortunately, that our offensive line is straight trash. And Matt Bruno, you can say that over in Cincinnati too. I know you and I talk about that quite a bit, but there's nothing I can say. I mean, I look at what we had. Yes, we had Joey Bosa. That would have been nice if we didn't let him go. But hey, he's having a decent year over in Buffalo. I know. JD, you want to see me talk about losing Slater, losing Joe Alt during the season, but to me, I thought this gentleman right here, Camber Lambert Smith, was going to be our. I remember saying, "Oh man, we finally found our wide receiver too." Well, he really hasn't done that much this year, but maybe next year he might be a thing. But it really hasn't been that. So I'm hoping to see more from him. But what are we doing with Vidal the rest of the season? Well, let me just get to this to answer your question, Emil. For this week, you can use Vidal. Now, next week, we're going to get our running back. Now, I will address that a bit later, but I just want to answer your question on that one. I think Vidal you can use for one more week. I wouldn't drop him just yet because Hampton is coming back from an injury. Next week, we shall see how the workload pause is going to work out with that and how he's looking. But we shall see. I wouldn't drop him just yet, but on that note right there, I hated Glass Bosa. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, but I look at what that line looks like, and I'm like, only if. But then again, I always say Glass Bosa is Glass Bosa. He's actually stayed healthy. I mean, yeah, he hasn't missed a game this year. It's kind of crazy. It always happens. Once they leave, they end up doing something good, but it's all good. But I did say I wanted him gone, and maybe my wishes came true on parts of that shit. Hampton was activated, yes, but off the injured reserve, but he's been ruled out this week. So, yeah, bomb. Will not be making an appearance this week, but I will be getting to that news in the meantime. Yeah, so yeah, the bomb. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing the bomb come back. But losing Hampton for a good period of the season, it's been hard. I mean, first round pick and all. I mean, I really thought it'd be great to see him, but he suffered. They said at first it was a high ankle sprain. Now I remember in our group thread, our league thread, I said, "Oh, he'll be back. And Peacock called me out, and Bogey called me out. "Oh, he'll be gone for a while." I'm like, no. He's gonna be fine. Be back. Well, lo and behold, it wasn't a high ankle sprain. He had an ankle fracture. So, and I had heard rumblings in the beginning that it could have been, but there really wasn't much news about it. And then I did see reports that it was an ankle fracture. So that's the reason why we haven't seen bomb Hampton. But because basically we drafted Hampton for a reason, because what Harbaugh runs is a run-heavy offense. And yeah, we had Najee Harris. He went down, bomb. Yeah, that sucked. But it with out Hampton gone, and it impacted the run game and the consistency of our run game. It's been sucking there. Now, as for this, statistical performances, the team has been, I'd say, anchored by a strong pass defense, which is ranked high in the league, thank God, in an average grade than previous seasons. But on offense, the second-year wide receiver, Loud McConkey, has been a key player, and rookie running back Omar and Hampton, who I was hoping to see a lot. We didn't get to see much of, but hopefully going forward we do. But Quentin Johnson has stepped up also, and also the emergence of our tight end, Aronde Gadsden. So that's been a plus. So, I like what we got built in the young players. And as I said, we haven't seen anything from Camber Lambert Smith, period. So maybe we'll see it in the second half of the season. I don't know. But, gadget plays, I don't know. But I'm hoping to see more from the run game when Vidal's back. And hopefully, Vidal he's been a plug and play. Yeah, he's done his job. But, hey, kiddo, what's going on? I know. It's all good, man. Yeah. I know you love it. Give that hate, but it's all good, buddy. I know I gotta tone that down. I got a lot of hatred in me, but you know what? I gotta kind of let it go, kind of relax a bit. But yeah, what's up, Derek? Salute, man. Yeah, we got you coming up soon, man. Those Cowboys look damn good. I ain't gonna lie, they look very, very good, man. and I wouldn't be shocked if the Cowboys win the NFC East. And I'm just saying, the Eagles, Derek, look like straight trash. You should be running all over your friends when they text you. They look like shit, buddy. They look like trash. No offense. I'm going to say this right now. No offense to the Ignorant Thinkers podcast, Dennis Holmes. They look like shit, buddy. Those Eagles' wings have been clipped, clogged, and I don't know what else, but they look like trash. Sorry, but you and I will be talking about that next week also. It's all good, but now I look forward to that, Dennis, next week. Hey, yeah, no, Derek, you look good. You guys you fixed that defense with that trade, man. And I got some news for you tomorrow morning on that kind of stuff. I found a couple last night, but yeah, the Eagles look like trash. No, Emil, they look really horrible. No, the hate. I don't know. I'm gonna tone down the hate because I know my hate can come off a little, but no, it's gonna be there. But I'm gonna try to lean it down a little bit. But yeah, we were at the playoffs last year. Harbaugh squad is attempting to improve on last season's 11-6 record and make the playoffs for the second straight season. Right now, we currently have a 62% chance of making the playoffs. According to expert projections, our next game is against the Las Vegas Raiders, or Raiders to me, but it's the Las Vegas Raiders. And hey, Bakes, man, it's going to be a fun game, but you guys are having a rough season, man. And that's tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. But I'd say one thing: our November performance was not great at all. No, and it would, to me, it's a November I'd like to forget. The Chargers have won 2 of their 3 games so far, 27-20 with the Tennessee Titans. That should have been won, but that was a very close game too. That we could have lost that game. There was many ways we could have lost that game, and the way we played them, that was shit. Yeah, we beat the Steelers, but that was the last decent game we played, I felt. And then playing the Jacksonville Jaguars, we got our asses fucking handed to us, and that was disgusting how we played. And hopefully we just came out of that game. Man, they look like they didn't even show up. Look, they all left their bags, their heads in LAX airport. I don't know what the hell happened in that game. It's just, I don't know. Whatever it is, it must be the Jacksonville Jaguar Blues. I don't know. They have to get over that fucking shit right there. But as for if they want to think, the playoffs right now, to me, it starts. The next 6 games. It's not an easy schedule. So I'm just looking at the Chargers are still in second place in the AFC West, behind the 9-2 Denver Broncos. They're having a great year. They're 9-2. Despite the ups and the downs, we currently hold a wild card spot. Actually, the top wild card spot right now as it stands, and have a 62% of making the playoffs, according to the Athletic and several projections. But now I feel the second half of the Chargers season is a pivotal stretch, featuring a challenging schedule. What's this? Yeah, 62%. That isn't good. Hey, Emil, 62% is better when the Chiefs are looking at a 26%. So to me, I'll take that one. But I'll get to the Quifos later on too. Yeah. Hey, Emil, I'll take anything over 50. Man, I just want to beat up on the Raiders tomorrow, and then that 62 might jump a little higher. I'll go over that soon too. But I'm just going to go over this right here. But the second half, it's going to feature challenging schedules that test the playoff hopes, technically our playoff hopes. We have key matchups against Kansas City. A continued focus on improving our offensive and defensive consistencies also. We not only have the Chiefs, we have Dallas, we have the Texans, we have the Eagles. The Eagles maybe the defending Super Bowl champions, but they don't look like champions how they played the last 2 weeks. So basically, next week's game, I'm not going to look at that game right now, but right now I'm looking at the Raiders game. But hey, it's week 13. Week 14, I'll worry about that next week and just go over that. But no, I'm looking forward to the schedule that's coming up ahead. Our playoff positioning is going to determine if we go to the playoffs or we miss out on the playoffs. So right now, it's this schedule is going to be in our next 6 games. It's going to be rough. But as for the schedule and the playoff implications, the Chargers' path to the playoffs involves navigating a difficult closing stretch of the season against formidable opponents. And I ain't going to lie. We got Peacocks, Texans, who are a team that started off 0-3, have bantered and won with a backup quarterback, are now in the hunt for the playoffs. I'm not saying they're there yet. They're knocking on the door. They're 6-5. So they're a team to be reckoned with. And they're coming up on our schedule coming up soon. Come on. We have let's see. We got the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Texans, the Cowboys. It doesn't get it. I'm not saying it's an easy schedule, but there's games that we have to win. And there's tough games on the stretch. So yeah, and we got the Denver Broncos to end the season too. So if we want to do anything, we got to win these games. Simple as. To me, I'm not saying we're going to win out. Maybe go 4-2. That's what I really think. If we do, we possibly could go 4-2. And I think if I had to say losses, I haven't narrowed them down, but I do think I did put in my notes. I think we would go 4-2. But that was me. I mean, despite our current 7-4 record, as we hold a playoff spot. That's one thing. It's just, I think that I noticed in my stuff was key challenges and focus areas. Offensive line protection is a must these 6 games. Herbert's getting killed, getting hit from sacks, quarterback hits, name it. There's no protection there. So, I mean, the offensive line remains a significant concern as Justin Herbert's been sacked frequently, leading to pressure and inconsistencies. As I said earlier, the inconsistencies are horrible this year. And it all stems from that offensive line. It's just straight rubbish. Now, the offensive, let's see what I got here. Yeah, going into Arrowhead is going to be tough. Yeah, it might be going into tough, but are the Chiefs playing Chiefs football right now? They're not. They don't look Kansas. Now, am I going to say that's an easy win? No. Arrowhead's no easy place to play in, Bogey. I know that. It's a loud stadium. But they are who they are this year. They're 6-6. They're the Kansas City Queefos. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. And Denver at the end of the season is going to be a killer game. It's going to end up, it's going to be a serious game. That to end the season, it's a brutal one. But as I said, the offensive line protection is a must these next 6 games. I mean, offensive and defense consistency. The team needs to improve its overall consistency, especially in the second half of games. That's one thing I've noticed and noted in several podcasts on the Power Hour is the second half. There's nothing. They play a great first half, but the second half is like, oh, where are you showing up, guys? We've struggled there a lot at times. It's crazy. I mean, and then also maximizing big plays. A key area for improvement is creating more big plays to overcome scoring droughts. I think early in the season, I saw some big plays from Herbert. And then, I don't know, as soon as Hampton got hurt or we losing players, all these big play have gone awry. It's nothing's happening. So I'm hoping we get back to the stretching the field using Quentin Johnson. That will stretch the field. I mean, you can't cover everyone. We have the emergence of Gadsden too, so they can't cover everybody, but someone's going to be open. So I'd like to see more big plays paused in this offense in the next 6 games. Now, I don't know when the Greg Roman offense, it's a run offense. So that's going to be kind of hard to wish for passing, but hopefully we get to see some of that. I mean, now as for the defense has shown flashes of strong play at times, but needs to sustain the effectiveness throughout the entire game. Not for 2 quarters 1 to 2 quarters. For the whole goddamn 4 quarters, I'd like to see that, because I haven't seen a 4-quarter defensive game. Maybe in the beginning of the season I have, but lately I have not seen that at all. So, and hopefully they use the bye week to, fix a lot of the problems we have. A lot of those, I think, can be strategic additions, and they could have made during the bye week. Address the issues that and to look ahead. The team needs to find a way to maintain their energy. They come out for like a quarter and look great. The next quarter, they look like shit. I don't get it. Let's be consistent all 4 quarters, not just 1 or 2. All 4 would help. The energy, the execution throughout the entire game, not just the first half or whatever. Come on, show up for all 4 quarters, guys. Let's do it that way. Key players will need to step up also. We haven't. I'd like to see more. Let's see. I know Keenan Allen's showing up here, but I want to see them all. Let's get this done. I would like to see Ladd McConkey a lot more. Some deep passes to Ladd. We saw a lot of that last year. I haven't seen much of it this year, but we need to start stretching the field. Push the offense more. That's what I'd like to do, is push the off. I know we can score the ball. Pause. Let's show it. But come on now. I know it's a run offense, but I want to see passing, motherfuckers. Let's put Herbert's arm to use more often. All right. So, the Chargers 7-4 have a crap. Okay, they still have a better AFC record than the 6-6 Queefs, who have a 47% chance of making the playoffs. The 6-6 Ravens, we also have a better AFC conference record, but they have a 62% chance of making the playoffs. So those are the 2 teams that we do have tiebreakers on. If they do come down to that, that's good. But the Ravens are playing good ball, but yeah, they lost their last game. But hey, Matt, congratulations to your Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow coming back, man. He did look good. Now, the Raiders, what's this? The Bug said, I hate to say it, but I'm going to against the Raiders. Might not be a walk. I'm not saying, hey, man, the Raiders are who they are. They're 2-9. But hey, man, let's see what crazy old man Pete Carroll, my old neighbor in Natick, Massachusetts, back in the day. Shout out to you, Mr. Carroll. Crazy Pete, you're an old man. You're kind of senile now. It kind of shows when you're coaching now. But, yeah, they did fire Chip Kelly. Let's see what they got to do, but we shall see what happens. Shout out to my friend Bakes, who I play fantasy with, and he's a good friend of mine. So now, Marco, Kansas City, I know they may have cooked themselves out of the playoffs, but hey, I couldn't be happier seeing those mofos out of the fucking playoffs. But I won't say that until they're mathematically eliminated, in other words, too. Now, Max Crosby, on the hand, that's a fucking beast. Now, that is one concern when it comes to the Las Vegas Raiders, is Max Crosby. That's all they have besides Brock Bowers. They have Brock Bowers and Max Crosby. Other than that, they don't have a quarterback that can throw the ball. They have Geno. I'm Mr. Interception this year. I give freebies, pause, and I hand out pick sixes and picks a lot. So, hey, hopefully you do that a lot tomorrow, Geno. I have no hard feelings against you. I have you in one fantasy league, but damn, you're not the answer in Vegas. Let me give a shout out to my man, Bogart Scott Free. Tomorrow is his 41st birthday. Happy early birthday, motherfucker. Enjoy with your family, your kids, and yeah, we'll enjoy that tomorrow on the streams. But man, shout out to Bogey. Happy birthday. And so Becton contract. Now, as for Mekhi Becton, yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about. I know, and I remember this was our biggest off-season move. And I said, oh, shit, this man opened all those big, large holes, paws for Saquon Barkley last night in Philadelphia. Oh, maybe he might do exactly the same thing for Najee Harris and Hampton. Well, Becton right now is looking like a total bust. I can say, I know. Mekhi, okay, he has only played 100% of the he has only played 100% of a game's snaps 3 out of 11 games this year. Now, Kai Beckham will carry a cap hit of 7.3 and a 12.5 million across his 2-year contract. The Chargers do have an out after the season that would save about $10 million against the 2026 cap. Becton is also due a $2.5 million roster bonus if he's still on the team on the 3rd day of March of the new league year. Now, I could probably see Becton getting cut or released. But I would not be shocked if that happens. He goes wandering back over to Philadelphia and is signed by them because that's where he had his breakout year was with Philadelphia. So to me, hey, I could see him going back to that's if this does happen, but I do not know. It's premature right now. But why? And watch him if he does go back to the Eagles. He'll have a career year or something like that. But to me, he has been a bust to me this year. I mean, I was hoping for high things that he was going to do the exactly same thing he's in Philadelphia. He did here in LA, but he hasn't really been that. So, yeah, Matt Bruner. Sorry, bro. It's my happy birthday to my buddy Matt Bruner. Yeah, it's his birthday today. So shout out to you. What's your wife cooking up for you tonight? What's for dinner? Hey, happy birthday, Matt. And I will take care of that shirt for you. And that will be in the mail soon to you. And I will make sure you get your first neonpeacockmerch.com shirt. And I know the fantasy shirt you want. And I will take care of that for your birthday, buddy. So that'll be taken care of. Philly doesn't want him back. No, I mean, who the hell knows? Philly takes anyone back as long as they help. But then again, Philly did all this, and look what their team looks like right now. It doesn't look like a world championship team right now. They may have won last year, but sure, they're having the Super Bowl blues this year. Marco says there's a small chance that Kansas City Chiefs win and still miss the playoffs. Yeah, Marco. I have a few friends that are Chiefs lovers. And what I'm going to say to them is you're 500. If you want to sniff the playoffs, you're going to have to win out and you're going to get help. Who wants to help the goddamn Chiefs? Nobody wants to help those goddamn motherfuckers. So, hey, to all suits their own. I'm going to raise my hand. And hopefully soon I can say, na, 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 na. Hey, goodbye. Cause hey, man, I don't think I can say it right now. The Kansas City Chiefs are not going to win the AFC West this year. So that's a good thing. The 9-year run is over. So I will say that. Yeah. Because I remember Matt's birthday today and Bogey's tomorrow. So yeah. Pork chops. I'll take the steak over the pork chops, but I'll take both, man. Pause on that one. The refs want to help the Chiefs, but hey, the refs might like to help the Chiefs, but they really haven't done that much this year, have they? Even with the help they do get at times. So it's a good thing. But no, hold on a second. Let me find out where I was. I got distracted. That's a thing of mine. All right. Can you pull up that Hampton pitch there for a second there, JD? All right. So coming next week to a field and a stadium near you, it's going to be Amari in Hampton. He's going to be back next week. And as I said, bum, 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 let the music play. And he didn't, as I said earlier, he did not suffer a high ankle sprain. He did not suffer a high ankle sprain. It was an ankle fracture. So that was what we're waiting on. But he should be ready to play against the woeful Eagles that have been giving up booty to the run. So hopefully he has a good week of practice leading up to that Monday night game next week. And that should be a fun one. I mean, also on that Chargers Power Hour for the Eagles preview, I will be bringing on Dennis Holmes, who has his own podcast and is a diehard Eagles fan. And he has a podcast called, check his YouTube channel. It's called Ignorant Thinkers Podcast. And he and I will go over it next week, but I'll worry about that next week when the time comes. But as with Jameer Slayer starting at left tackle and the return of Marion Hampton might be enough for the Chargers to keep their playoff hopes alive this season. I'm hoping so. Now, let me get to the preview of the Raiders. And now, to my buddy and diehard Raiders fan, Sir Bakes a lot. And I know he's preparing for a trip, so he may not be able to. He was going to appear on the show, but hey, it's all good. I hope you have a wonderful trip to the Bronx, New York next week. And I hope the weather's nice and warm, not too chilly back there. It usually is this time of the year. But as for the Raiders preview, the key matchup. Now, I ain't going to lie. My buddy Matt Brunner, who's a diehard Michigan fan, I'm sorry that your Michigan team lost today against the Ohio State Buckeyes. That was kind of one of those touchdowns. That first one by Jeremiah Smith, I felt should have come back because he didn't quite have control of that ball. Pause. Now, the key matchups for this Raiders rematch is going to be the coaching rivalry. Pete Carroll and Jim Harbaugh have a history from college, and they're bringing it back to the NFL. But the Raiders are 2-9, so really, you never know what Raiders team you're going to get. They just fired Chip Kelly also, so we never know what kind of offense. I don't know who the new offensive play caller is, so I can't really talk about that. But it's going to be a fun game. I mean, we're going to see. I thought I had in my notes we're going to see both two rookie running backs. I mean, Hampton and Genty, but Genty, I mean, he is what he is. He was the 6th pick in the draft, and he's had a few good games this year, but we're not. I mean, I was hoping to see who was going to be the better running back, but I can't say that until next year, I guess. But as Bogey mentioned, we do have Max Crosby to worry about. The Chargers' offensive line will have a tough task against the Raiders' defensive star, Max Crosby. The Chargers are going to have Trey Pipkins, Pipkins, the first game of the season we played the Raiders, shut out Max Crosby. So to me, stand the fuck up and do it again, Trey Pipkins. As my buddy Ty Mayberry says, that man never shows up. He showed up for that one game, and it's probably the only game he showed up all year long. But, hey, doing it pork. Ooh, that sounds good. Ooh, hey, I've never had strawberry salad, Matt. That sounds good. Hey, yeah. But no, I mean, if Pipkins can do what he did in the first game against Crosby, but I'm not going to guarantee it because, man, who knows? But it's going to be to me, that's the most difficult part of the Raiders team itself is Max Crosby, and also for the offensive part is sustaining and keeping Brock Bowers in check, their tight end. That's their only offensive weapon they have that basically produces for them. So we have to hold Mad Max in check, keep Mr. Brock Bugatti Bowers in check also. So as for the tight end, we do give up a lot of points. So and that's than that. But the Raiders, who are that? They're 2-9, But as I said, you're not going to know what Raiders team is going to show up. They could surprise us. But I'm hoping Harbaugh's ready for these surprises because seriously, if we want to go anywhere, we have to take care of the Raiders first. Simple as that. Now, the Chargers enter Week 13 with the 7-4 playoff with a record, putting them in a good position for the playoffs. Motivation is the primary goal. The primary goal is to continue their winning streak and to secure a playoff seed. Just get a win this week against the Raiders and build on that. I mean, and then build on to the next one. I mean, key players. I mean, I'd like to see more from Justin Herbert is a key player for our team, as is Ladd McConkey, Keenan Allen, Aronde Gadsden Jr., and Vidal. I mean, let's get them all involved. I mean, hopefully we get QJ as I call them, Butterfingers, get involved. Stretch the field more. Let's push the Raiders offense. Let's push them offense. Because Geno Smith, I don't think he can match point for point. He likes to give away freebies and picks. So scoring points is going to be an efficiency. Not 3 and outs. I don't want to see these 3 and out shit. I want to score points, not 3 points. I don't want Dicker the kicker pause on the field every possession. Oh, it's a field goal. Fuck. I don't want 3 points. I want 7 goddamn points in these games. I want to bury the fucking Raiders. I don't give a shit. I don't care if it's the Raiders, the Eagles. I want to put points on the goddamn board. Simple as that. I want to bury the Raiders this fucking tomorrow. I just want to do this shit. That's it. I'm over and done with the Raiders. Just bury this shit. Over. Let's end it for them. Let's just move on. Let's go. I mean, I'd like to see McConkey have a big game. Quentin Johnson. I'd like to see Vidal have a decent game, but I want to see the offense click. Let's use these 6 games. Show what we want to be a playoff team. I want to be not a pretender. I want to be a contender. We're not playing like contenders. I said in this early season, we look like contenders. No, we look really like pretenders right now. Really, the way we play lately, lost to the Jags. We've lost to Wolf teams this year that we should have beaten. So really, teams that I thought we would beat, we lost to. Both teams we lost to were in the NFC East. We got 2 more of those games coming up. I want to say, hey, let's just make it an even 500 record against the NFC. Sorry, Derek. Sorry, Dennis Holmes. That means beating both of your teams. But, Derek, I know we're going to have our hands full with George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. And that defense you have over there now is looking very, very good in Dallas, man. I've been watching this. I ain't going to lie. That does scare me, that defensive front you guys have now with Quentin Williams. And yeah, it's a much better defense the Cowboys have now. So, yeah, man, you guys are looking good. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, man, I'm not worried about that, but I'm going to take a look at that later on. But, yeah, TCU, I hope, can pull out this game. We need it. It's been a rough year for us there. But I'm hoping the Chargers are expected to, leverage their strong offensive. Could be a major factor against the Raiders. We just, as I said, score points. The Raiders can't score points. Their only offensive weapon is Brock Bowers. You can't lean on one person the whole game. So we're going to see. I mean, I just want to get this shit going. I mean, the Raiders really, yes, they got coaching issues. I'd see, if I had to say what does the Raiders need to address in the offseason, get a new coach. Crazy old man Pete. You're too old. It shows. They need a new quarterback. Their record is who they are, 2-9. So we'll see how that plays out this season. They need a new quarterback. That's simple as that. If they got to bring in someone, or I don't think they got to keep Geno around. That shit, I think, is probably sailed. I think Geno's probably gone, or he's got to be a mentor to a rookie quarterback or something like that. They need to bring someone over there because that is a mess over there in Vegas. I mean, my prediction for the Raiders games, I have the Chargers winning 26-17. So I think the over/under was 46.5 points for the game, but I do have a 26-17 Chargers win. But that's what I thought going in last week. That's what I put down in my notes. But as for right now, the current playoff odds as they stand are 64%. The win versus the Raiders will bump it to 79. A loss to the Raiders would drop it from 64 to 43. So that ain't, I don't want to do that. Now, here's the current playoff standings. You got the New England Patriots over there at 10-2. The Denver Broncos over there at 9-2, but who are just had their bye also along with us. And you got the Indianapolis Colts sitting over at 8-3. Pittsburgh at 6-5. Now, Pittsburgh, I wouldn't be surprised if basically they just drop out of the playoff race because they're not looking how they did early in the season. And they got the Chargers over there at 7-4. And Jacksonville is 7-4. And they hold a tiebreaker over us also because they beat us. But you got Buffalo at 7-4. but we do hold a tiebreaker over the Bills with a better conference record. So that is a good thing. Now, as I said earlier, my buddy Peacock's team, the Houston Texans, they're 6-5, who are lurking. And they're bringing back C.J. Stroud this week. So, hey, man, it's going to be good. And that we do have the Texans on our schedule coming up, so I ain't taking that game lightly. I did see what the Houston Texans did, and that was delivering all those sacks. And I said to myself, holy shit, that's coming soon on our schedule. So that, Will Anderson, Danielle Hunter, and that gang, that is a threat. I ain't gonna lie. I really do think with the Texans right now in the A spot, I do think the Texans are going to make the playoffs. I think they're going to win that division too. I know the Colts are in the league right now, but they do have the Colts coming up twice. I think twice. I'm not too sure. I can't be certain on that because that's not a division I follow. But I do think they have the Colts coming up twice. So if they can maybe split with the Colts, I don't know if the Texans could win that division. But, for my buddy Peacock, I hope they do make the playoffs, man, because he's a diehard Texans fan, and the Texans do look very good, how they've been doing. I wonder if the Raiders want to see Kenny behind center. You know what, JD? I wouldn't be now with what? I mean, what's there to lose? They're 2-9. I mean, it's not like they're going anywhere. Why not see what Mr. Kenny Pickett can do? Gino is handing out early Christmas gifts this year and holiday gifts. That's all I got to say. Come on now. I mean, what's Marco got to say? Read somewhere that Pete Carroll is older than the trend. Yeah, Pete Carroll, I think, is the oldest coach in the NFL right now. I'm not too sure if that's a fact, but I do know he's up there. I think he's got to be 73 or 74. He's got a son that's he's up there. He's got two sons that I think still work for the Raiders. I'm surprised they haven't been fired. But then again, nepotism at its finest, I think, right there. But, we shall see what's going on there. But who knows? But the Raiders need to clean house up. The season's over. But now, can you pull up that Pro Bowl picture, JD? Yeah. All right. To all my Chargers fans. Let's get out there and vote. I know let's, I'm going to think big here. You know what? I don't want to see these guys in the Pro Bowl. I want to see them in the playoffs instead. I'd rather a deep playoff run than Pro Bowl. I know the Pro Bowl is a good accolade and all that stuff on your resume and all. That's great and all. But I'd like a deep playoff run so they may get picked, but they don't have to play. I'd rather them being playing in the playoffs into January and February. So you can go and vote. Vote them now. If it's Justin Herbert, Derwin James, Keenan Allen, Khalil Mack, Lad McConkey, whomever, vote away. Vote for the Chargers. Now, as for I didn't get to it when I did the playoff picture, the wild card teams. The Chargers are the 5th team. Okay, so as I said, we own tiebreakers over the Jags and the Bills when it comes to the conference, right? But the Jags do own the tiebreak record over us for beating us. But that will come into play if it's gonna. But the Chargers had a hell of a week, though. They didn't even play. And now my rooting guide for Week 13, I did get some help. The Cowboys. Thank you, Derek. And I said I was going to thank you. I thank you for your Cowboys for beating the slobber knocker out of the Kansas City fucknut Chiefs. Thank you so much. Man, I owe you for that one. But then again, we do have a game coming up, and that's why they play the game, and I'm looking forward to having you on the show, too. Now, also, Matthew Bruner, thank you to your Cincinnati Bengals for beating the Baltimore Ravens. It helped us also. So I appreciate both of you on that one. So now I'm also rooting for the Colts over the Texans, but man, that's going to be a damn good game. Peacock, that's nothing. I don't want to say, but that's what we would need the Colts to win, beat the Texans. We need the Titans over the Jags. I mean, that's a laugh. That ain't going to happen. The Jags are going to knock the crap out of the Titans. We need the Chargers over the Raiders, but hey, we're going to take care of business tomorrow. And then we need the Steelers over the Bills. That's going to be a good game, but I don't know about that. So that was my rooting for the week 13, but no. Now, as for the players that went off, I didn't have a fire up all these lads: Lad McConkey, Keenan Allen, Aronde Gadsden, Vidal, any Chargers players against the Raiders. They're gonna give up for fantasy points. So you want to fire all of them up. And now, as for the players that went off in week 12, I didn't have a podcast. I didn't have a show. So Jahmyr Gibbs went off. He had 55.4 points. JSN had 37.1. Jameson Winston, 32.24. Jalen Hurts, well, he just played yesterday, but he had a but he put 30.86 points up in week 12. Then you had Wan'Dale Robinson with 30 points. Amon St. Brown, 29 points. Now, Amon got hurt, so he may miss a game, but I just see some things that he is day-to-day now. So we shall see what happens. I'll bring that news on the stream tomorrow. George Pickens, 29.6 points last week. Dak Prescott with 27.06. Emmanuel Wilson with 26.5, and A.J. Brown with 25 last week. But A.J. Brown just went off yesterday and had 2 touchdowns. So, man, I didn't update this from yet. Yes, this was all week 12 numbers, but no, I mean, it's looking good now. As I said, you want to fire up those Chargers this week. I mean, because this will probably be the last week you probably can fire up Vidal before. I'm not going to say drop him, but I'm going to say his productivity is going to return back to an RB2, or basically that's what he's going to be after Hampton's back, because I think Hampton's going to run the show. If he's 100%, then again, do I think right away it's gonna be all Hampton? I think no. I think it's probably going to be a 50-50 split share of Vidal and Hampton. So I would temper the expectations of dropping. I'd hold on to him until we see the snap count and what it's looking like. Maybe 2 games in when Hampton's back, and then you possibly can know that. And no problem, Derek. Yeah. Ravens suck. They can't beat my Bungles. Hey, man, I don't know, man. It just shows what Joe Burrow meant to those Bengals. He did show, man. He's back. It's good to have Joey B back in our fantasy football lineups. I ain't gonna lie. I fired him back up. I was hesitant, but I'm glad I did fire him up, and I'm glad I'm gonna keep him going forward too. He ain't on the block. Just let you know, to all those people in the GWN League that know I do have Joe Burrow, he's not on the block. And if he is, you're going to have to pay up for a top-tier quarterback. That's all I'm going to say. If I do, but not. All right. Now, as for the Chargers' weapons stats this year, as for targets, Keenan Allen has 86 targets on the year. Lad McConkey, 84. Quentin Johnson has 65. Those for the wide receivers. Now, as for receptions, Keenan Allen with 56. Lad McConkey with 54. Quentin Johnson and Aronde Gadsden Jr. each have 37 receptions. Now, as for yards on the year, McConkey's got 644. Keenan, 592. Aronde Gadsden with 507. And I know Quentin Johnson got a boatload also. Now, as for touchdowns, Quentin Johnson leads the team with 6 touchdowns. McConkey has 4, Keenan Allen 4, and Aronde Gadsden 2. So that's for the weapons now. Basically, it's just we're looking at pretty good here now. We know the playoff standings. I mean, in the AFC picture, this is what I feel: the Broncos, the Patriots, the Colts, and the Bills are pretty much all but in. They're much locked for the playoffs. They haven't been locked in, but I would think the Broncos are locked right now. They're 9-2. They are who they are. The Patriots are locked. As much as I can stand the Patriots, hey, kudos to them for being 10-2. But we'll just see how they finish the season. I don't see them holding. I think the Patriots end up being like, though they're in the playoffs, yes, but do I think they make a deep playoff run? No. But the following teams are battling for the remaining spots. It's the Chargers, the Ravens, the Jaguars. I had the Chiefs when I did my notes, but the Chiefs, I think, are all but outie. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, little itches. You can kiss your ass goodbye till next year. I don't think the Chiefs make the playoffs. The Steelers, I think the Steelers, the way they look, it could be on the outside of the playoffs looking at. I don't really see them. They could make it, but I do not know. I think it's a Steelers. I think the Texans over, if anything, I think come up more and knock the Steelers out of the playoff picture, to be honest with you. Now, I have been doing some research for the 26th draft, and there's a few players that I was looking at. The Chargers, I know, had a scouts at the Duke North Carolina rivalry game. Duke's right tackle David Parker II is a solid prospect with the speculation he will. Is a solid prospect too. I was interested. There's speculation he will move inside, possibly to even center in the NFL. That's one of the players I've been watching. But there's been a lot of players that I have my eyes on, but I'll bring that up in the closer to the end of the season. Now, okay, JD, can you pull up the schedule picture? The remaining 6 games. Okay, this is what our gauntlet of a schedule for the remaining of the season is like. We got Baker's Raiders tomorrow. We got Dennis Holmes' Eagles on Monday Night Football and bomb back. So, yes, so that I'm looking forward to that. Then we get the Chiefs, week 15. I would love that game to just maybe put the final nail in their coffin and knock them out of any kind of anything and just say bye-bye. And then we got my good friend Derek Lincoln and his Cowboys week 16 here in Dallas, Texas. So that's going to be a hell of a game. That defense is better. That offense is clicking on all cylinders with George Pickens and I'm going to lock a lot. George Pickens right now looks like the Cowboys' #1 wide receiver. He looks solid across the board. Man, Jerry Jones, pay the man. I know you're going to tag him, but damn, that man deserves his money. He has played his way into a large contract pause this year, and it rightfully deserves it. He's been one of the best wide receivers in the league all year long. Shout out to the Cowboys, man. They saw something that a lot of other teams probably didn't, but man, Jerry took a gamble on a kid that had a lot of problems, and he hasn't shown any kind of problems since he's been here in Dallas so far. So, hey, shout out to the Cowboys and shout out to Derek, man. You guys did. Hey, Jerry's actually done something good this year. So for a Cowboys nation, but hey, as much as I shit all of my neighbors, the Cowboys fans, and the Cowboys have done so, and they might be going places this year, Derek. I think they're gonna have a nice playoff run this year, buddy, and I hope they go far for you. Now, as for week 7, my buddy Peacock, that's going to be a hell of a game. Man, your defense looks amazing. The offense, it is who it is. You got Nico Collins and you got your other players, but seriously, that defense for me is what scared me. Now, that's 2 weeks in a row. We got I'm not saying the Chiefs have a good defense too. And now the Eagles is suspect on both sides of the ball. But the Eagles are who they are right now. But the Chiefs, Cowboys, Texans, those are 3 great. And then we got the Broncos at the end of the season. 4 fucking great defenses. So, God damn it, they all better show up for these games to protect Herbert. Because seriously, each one of those games, they have a defense that can seriously hurt any fucking quarterback. So, no, Derek, no, Pickens, yeah, he is on fire. And Jerry, he knows he's going to have to pay the man, but he's playing splendid for that contract, and he deserves it, man. As much as I used to shit all over George Pickens back in Pittsburgh, man, he's maybe a change of scenery, Derek, was what George Pickens needed. Maybe he didn't have a great quarterback in Pittsburgh. Yeah, he had Aaron Rodgers, but seriously, he and Dak Prescott have a great connection. And I'm seriously, he looks to me, and I even told my neighbor this, he looks the wide receiver 1 in Dallas right now. I know CD missed a bunch of games, but George Pickens, man, he's almost outnumbered CD in yards already, I think. But then again, CD has missed a bunch of games. But then George Pickens is the real deal. Did you have to remind me the loss today? Hey, Matt, you know me. I'm always going to say something. And man, you know it's nothing bad against. I did say Joe Burrow played very well, Matt. But about your Michigan Wolverines. Hey, man. And that, not only that, man, I'm shitting all over my coach, Paws, too. You know, he's an ex-Michigan coach. But, hey, and I know you are a big Michigan fan, and, you know, but, you know, I got friends of mine that are Ohio State Buckeye fans. Not on that channel, but, hey, but I say nothing. I say, that's called great problem to have. Yeah, it is a great problem to have, Derek. No, and that's what you need in the playoffs to win. You got to think of it. Not just that they have to shut out CD. They got to shut out Pickens, but they also have your tight end, and he's playing damn well too. Ferguson, you got a three-headed monster, and you got Dak Prescott, who's playing MVP football right now. I'm not saying Herbert was playing like that. MVP sitting in the front. Dak Prescott is actually, to me, is up right. Is playing. I'm not saying. To me, Matthew Stafford is the league MVP right now. Come on, the man has what? 28, was it 27 or 30 to 2, 30 touchdown to 2 interception ratio. He hasn't had an interception since week 3 or something like that. Yeah, to me, the man is MVP. But Dak Prescott right now is, I tried to reach out to Bakes, but I got nothing. It's all good, JD, but no problem. I said to him earlier, if he couldn't make it, I totally understood, man. There's always next year we can bring him on for a Raiders game, but you know, I just hope, you know, I know he's got lots going on right now, but I appreciate him even offering to come on the show. But we'll bring him on. Yeah, bring him on. I'll bring him on. He's backstage. Okay. Yeah, bring Breaks on. Hey, let me welcome my friend and also a fantasy football friend of mine that I play with in a bunch of leagues. So let me welcome Bakes. And he's a diehard connection. He's a diehard Raiders fan, but supposedly the connection isn't working. Well, hopefully he can make it on and be kind of fun. And I met Bakes when I was in Las Vegas for our fantasy football YouTube draft. And he had his Brock Bowers jersey on. And I also had my Herbert jersey on. So it was kind of fun meeting him. He's a good dude. And I know I like to shit on the Raiders so much, but I don't mean to. I think for me, I shit all over teams, but I directly point it at someone that a fan of that team. I do that quite often. That's a fault of mine. I'm going to get better with that. If it's not shitting on a Raiders team, the Chiefs, the 49ers, and that goes to you, Bogey, that goes to you, Steamboat, that goes to you, JD, and all of, man, that's just me how I am, but I'm going to learn to get better not to shit all over your teams and talk so much shit, because you know what? It doesn't make me look like a good person. Shitting on someone's team when you can easily shit all over my team. So basically, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Do I like? Nah. Try turning on your mic in the settings. Oh. Okay. All right. Hopefully we can get Bakes on. It'd be kind of fun. I had a couple questions here. Let's see. I have to pull those questions up. No one told you. No, Bogey. But you know what? I know I got to grow some thick skin. That's something I'm not good at, but I'm going to try. But I'm also going to try not to shit all a lot of people's teams and say shit. Because you know what? When I say shit, I can go off and just run my mouth, pause, like nothing stops, man. Sometimes I need to say, shut the fuck up and stop. Because I can go on and on and on. And I got to stop that, man. I'm going to get better. I'm going to try to improve. But I can't say it's going to be a guarantee. I'm going to try. That's just my proclamation. I'm going to try. I can't promise, because I can make a promise and I can break that promise, but I'm going to try my best. I know. I have to, man. I have no choice but to. You don't revive me, man. you guys put up my shit so much. I mean, I give you a lot of credit, man. Some people in this house don't take my shit too much, and I'm like, oh shit. But no, you just better hope your Chargers are doing good. Otherwise, that's gonna be everybody's go-to. It's gonna be, yeah. I know. I open my mouth, pause, and what do they say? You put your money where your mouth is. I put my money out there and my mouth out there, and I gotta back it up. And I hope my team hears this and backs me up, because shit, I got a lot of people that kind of coming for me. If not, so I got 49er fans, I got Raider fans, I got Chase, who's a Bronco fan. I have a friend of mine who's a Chiefs fan, and I shit all over his team all the time in text messages to him. I'll send him hate all the time, but it's all good. But you know, I may or may not bring him on week 16 when we face the Chiefs, because I don't want to show too much hatred. But then again, he's a big boy, he can take it. But I'm not going to show my true colors and my hatred for the Chiefs that much, because I probably could have an hour spiel about how much I hate the Chiefs. You just better is saying it. Yeah, you better not lose to the. Hey, but Bogey, we ain't gonna lose to the Raiders. We're not gonna lose. I'll make a proclamation right now. We're not losing to the Raiders. Bakes, we're not losing. But then again, I do have a bet with Bakes, and I'll own up to that bet. But I have a funny feeling I will gonna come through on this bet. We're gonna win. I'm gonna will it. I'm gonna win. We're gonna win tomorrow. The Raiders could be worse than my Matt. But you know what? Your team has a quarterback. The Raiders don't have a quarterback right now. Geno Smith, come on now. Your wife could throw better than Geno Smith. Matt, and that's a compliment. Your wife's a wonderful woman. But Geno Smith, man, he looks like a girl out there. He looks like Pee-wee football, man. Come on, Gino, throw a set of balls. Pause. You got nothing there, man. You can't even throw the ball. You just throw it to the other goddamn team. That's my thoughts on Geno Smith. He is who he is. He had a decent year last year. But Geno, Banks, what's up, buddy?
What's up?
Not much, man.
Raiders.
Yes, it's the Raiders week. So what's
Already
up,
know,
man?
bro.
Yeah. Hey, man. So, all right. Of your team this year, what's the highlight of your season? I know, to me, I was going to say coaching and quarterback are something that has to be addressed. What is it to you, Raider Nation?
You know, honestly, it just depends how Ole does right now. Ole is going to be the, head coach for a little bit, and Pete's going to let him do it. I really don't know why he let Chip Kelly just do whatever he wanted, but that's the reason.
Yeah, I read some crazy shit.
Him.
I read some crazy shit that he was plays and he was leaving stuff out.
Yeah, well, actually, he kind of let Geno do whatever he wanted, kind of like Ole's going to do too, because he had the same experience with him in the Seahawks. So we'll see what happens, man. Pete's gonna let Ole do whatever he wants. He's gonna have a lot more protection for Geno, but that's gonna be pretty much it.
All right, so tomorrow, what do you think? What's the keys for your Raiders of beating my Chargers? Is it feeding Brock Bowers?
Oh, man, you just know what's going to happen is that, PG is going to have to honestly play for a new job somewhere else. So he's going to show you guys that he knows how to be a good defensive coordinator and blitz the shit out of you, because your O-line is really depleted, kind of like our O-line is.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Max Crosby scares the shit out of me, man. That's it.
No, bro, it's not just him.
It's Max Crosby and Brock Bowers. Those are the only two things the Raiders have going for them.
Genty's good, man. He just hasn't had a chance to actually do it because, they're not using him the right way, but it's all right.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. I mean, yeah, Genty was a 6th pick in the draft. He really hasn't shown much this year. He hasn't got the chance to, though, has he?
Not really, man. That O-line is so bad that if you're giving someone really just like 1.2 yards a carry because you can't move the rock, it just is going to make everything harder.
Because you look at what he was in college, and you look at, man, is that sure what I saw in college? But your team, like my team, needs an offensive line in the fucking draft.
Right,
Bro.
Yeah,
I mean, seriously, I look at your team, I'm like, man, on paper, they have the players, right? It's just for us, we couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah. Well,
You
I
know,
feel
it looks great on paper.
at the end of the day, brother, I think that we're just going to have to trade back in the draft because more than likely we're going to have a high draft pick, which means that people are going to want that quarterback or running back or something that we're not going to need. So we can trade back, get some better picks, and probably stock up on our O line, kind of like you guys did with Joel. Have a good
Yeah, I mean
person that's going to be
that
a decent O line plugger and have someone else to back up too.
yeah, because for me, I think for us, besides our, I think we need a new center because what's his name over for us is not even. I can't even stand the man. I hate him that much. I can't even remember his goddamn name.
Yeah, bro, I can't either, to be honest, but it's all right. It's all right. We'll get better next year, and that's kind of how it's going to be this year. I just feel like the fans really need Gino to either step up or shut up, and this is going to be the game to do it. If he loses to you guys, it's going to be done. We're just going to bench that motherfucker, and it's probably going to be Aiden O'Connell, to be honest, out there. It'll be Aiden O'Connell throwing it because I don't think they're going to want Pickens or Pickett to just go out there and do that shit.
Yeah, hey man, but no, I mean, what is it? 2-9. But hey, man, you guys can play well and play spoilers for certain teams, though, too. I mean, let me ask you a question: has Denver surprised you this year?
Yeah, but honestly, I feel like they're honestly a Fugazi team just because they've been playing crappy, teams all along, and they barely win. So if you really take all the teams that they barely won, their record isn't looking as good as it is right now.
I said this a lot of time. They're that team right there over in Denver. What makes them? It's not their offense that's clicking. It's their defense.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
I think that the defense is a lot better now that Alex Singleton is back because last year he was hurt, and so now he was like the heart, and he's, MLB there. That motherfucker will do it if he needs to. He carries that team. Now you got Sorry, go ahead.
No, for you and I mean, it's nice seeing the Chiefs 6-6 though.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, I really am so glad that they just are doing as bad as they are. I really do not want to see them in the Super Bowl. If I can see them out of the Super Bowl and see anyone else in there, I will be happy.
As I said earlier, until I see them mathematically eliminated, I'll be the happiest motherfucker.
Yeah, brother. That's both of us.
Hey, man. Hey, have fun in New York.
Yeah, thanks, brother. Yeah, we're just getting some shoes right now for my boy. Fucking came to this place. What's it called? Shout out to Guarantee Shoe Center.
All right, man. Enjoy. Thanks for coming on the show. And I look forward next year. We'll have to have you on again, buddy.
Hey, brother. We'll see you next time. And Raiders all day.
Hey, don't worry. Send me your size and all that kind of shit. And if we do lose, I'll own up. But, man, let's have a fun game tomorrow. Enjoy your trip, buddy.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
All right, peace. All right, Bakes, thanks for coming on, buddy. That's my buddy Bakes a lot, one of my fantasy brothers and good friend of mine, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in Vegas again next year, and I look forward to a good game tomorrow. And let's see. That was kind of fun. Now, as for next week, yes, this right here. Last year, we had the Simpsons game. Not the Chargers, but the NFL had a Simpsons-related game. Well, this year, we're going to have the Monsters, Inc. game for the Philadelphia and the Chargers game next Monday night. So it's going to be kind of fun. I mean, it's going to be kind of fun. Let me shout out the chat here. Derek, yeah. Salute song. Hey, what's up? LA, good line when they're healthy. Might need a new, yeah. No, oh, yeah, Bogey, we do need a new center. I said to Bakes on I can't remember the goddamn guy's name. And that's how bad it is. I love my Chargers, but he sucks so bad. I can't remember his name. It's going to come to me. There it is. Bradley Bozeman. He is a fucking tool, and he sucks ass. Sucks everything. I hate his ass. I don't know. It came to me. I had to go through names in my head. A.B. Bradley Bozeman. Yeah, that was a BB. Yeah, the Bears. Yeah. I don't know. The Bears. The Bears look good. I mean, shout out to the crooked commission, the Chicago clubhouse, man. I was like, wow. I didn't watch the game, but I did see the stats, and I'm like, damn, golly. Hey, man, good for the Chicago clubhouse and good for the Chicago Bears. I mean, I'm looking for, I know the Bears are on our schedule, I believe, next year. So it'd be kind of fun. I'd like to have the crooked commission on and do a cross-sport podcast would be kind of fun. But as I said, next week we have the Philadelphia Eagles, and I will bring on Dennis Holmes from the Ignorant Thinkers podcast, who is a diehard Eagles fan, and we will dive into that game, and I will dive into the whatever happens to the Raiders game. And maybe if Bakes wants to come on for 5 minutes and talk about the game, we can do that too. But no, I'll be bringing on Dennis Holmes. It'll be kind of fun, and he'll talk about his Eagles, his Super Bowl Philadelphia Eagles that are having the Super Bowl blues right now, but we shall see. I'm looking forward to having him on the show next week. But on that note, I want to thank everyone for taking a time out of their day and their evening to watch the Chargers Power Hour episode 10. And I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving and a great start to your holidays. Have a blessed rest of your evening and a blessed holiday season. Thank you for watching the Chargers Power Hour. And don't forget to tune in next week. And with being a Monday night game, I'm going to talk to Dennis Holmes and see his schedule. We may do a Power Hour before the game, but I'll let everyone know. But also, JD, if you can play that commercial one more time for the neonpeacockmerch.com. Head on over to neonpeacockmerch.com. Get your Chargers Jam shirt. Get your Lightning Lad shirt. Just hop on over there to December 5th. $12 tees, which is a Black Friday sale. You can get your T-shirts, your hoodies, cups. There's also lots of just anything. I mean, you can have anything from customized T-shirts, customized cups. There's not a thing my buddy Neon Peacock Merch can't do. So hop on over there. Also head on over to his YouTube channel, which is neonpeacockmerch.com. And you can connect with him. If you have any ideas, he can put it together, make it happen. He's made it happen for me. And I'm like, damn, that's fucking good. It's better than going to a store. But then again, it's homegrown and it's on the GWN, the Gen Wealth Net. Make sure to sub up for the Gen Wealth Net YouTube channel. We produce fantasy content daily. We have shows pretty much daily, from streams, shows. Head on over to the Gen Wealth Net. Like, subscribe, sub up. And it was great. Thank you for all the joining us. Have a wonderful night, a blessed night, and a wonderful rest of your weekend. And good luck to all your teams. As long as you're not facing me, bolt up, everybody. Good night.
Game plan sick, talking under the weather. You know what we doing? I need that flat, all expense paid inclusive. I'm the plug, so I'm plugged into it. About money like with Jewish white Christmas. I'm Scrooge, bitch. My mood is on cruise ship. If you ain't tuned in, you ain't vibing with my moon man. I move shit like Carrie. I'm the cold truth, Fletcher Reed, Jim Carrey. Everything mooey, that mean the price varies. Need that designer cream shit and all Ben and Jerry's. Cream get the money like 36 chambers. Baskin Robbins shit, 31 flavors. Keep it moving.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Everything on me. Yeah, tell him Bogart scot-free. Lottie Dottie, he like to party. Fuck with blow shoot, throwing 5 Molly. Heard I carry weight, move packs like a dolly. And I stay fuming, clock me doing Godspeed. Business booming, back-to-back trips, moving multiple units. Got mules, got universal soldiers, getting money for sure. Yeah, we ain't shrugging shoulders. You think I'm lucky getting over, made it far, cause I'm a sharp, fuck a 4-leaf clover. On my 89, minus the flat top. Getting packs off, smoking on the cash crop. Money talk, if you're broke, then you can't talk. Play a never-ending ball game, Sandlot.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Getting money when I land there. Smoking all loud so I can't hear. And if your boys bring the noise, all y'all bitches getting scraped pap smear. Codeine got me leaning, trapeze. Put your boy on point, pyramid of Giza. I'ma rock like this till I'm an old geezer. No pizza parlor, but we deliver pizzas. Ask Uncle Sam, I'm taxing. Look, my no hands, telepathic. I can make things move, I'm carefully calculated when I make these moves. I run shit, don't let me get loose. I'm all about my decks, trying not to get goosed. Keep it moving.